Hey guys, this is Alex. Just a quick video to show you how I use MCP and AI tools to build some websites much faster. So I've been using this setup for quite a bit, and I found that it saves me a lot of time. So I was able to build this setup, this page here, this product completely from scratch in about a week, starting from design, starting from the idea to a working shop. So as you can see that this is a WooCommerce product. So we have a mega menu here, and we have sliders, and then custom tabs block, which was built by it was built by Claude. And yeah, and I'll just quickly show you how I use AI to help me with this build process. So first of all, I have Codex and Claude subscription. So Codex is really good with coding tasks. So I can give it a task like build me a block. I have these three custom blocks that I was able to uh, build with Codex. I think it's actually a combination of Codex and Claude Code. Sometimes one model hallucinates, so you give it to another, and I have to guide it a lot. So if you don't have any knowledge how to guide the model, then you'll be just wasting your time. So just make sure that you know the subject, you know the UX, you know how user navigate, how they edit things, and then you'll be good. Also learn security best practices and testing and so on. So Codex was really good with these coding tasks. Then for a idea and actually for initial design, I started in Figma, and I got some concepts, some ideas. So in this case, I did not use any of. Let me just zoom out. Okay, for this, I did not use any of my agents. I was mostly building it by hand, manually, since I have a design skill, so I can build UI, UX things. So, but images partially are generated. So for this, I'm using Google Gemini Nano Banana Pro. So I start with Claude web browser session, and then ask about product, explain everything about product, what's the product all about, what is the target audience, what section, what features, and then it spits the plan and the copy for the website. And then I ask that what products I want and what images, and it gives me prompts of this for these images, and I go and enter these prompts, and this is how I get some images. And for the remaining images, the one that I don't like, I go on have this Claude Code skill um, Unsplash. So I have a Unsplash API, and then I can request, I can just go to Claude. So this is where my Claude comes in. So I go to Claude, and I tell it, just use this skill here, and I have a specific skill to create some pattern with Unsplash. It has API key. It knows how to connect to Unsplash to search for a specific image. So it just uses a query. It picks the query, and then it queries an Unsplash and gets whatever needed. So some images were picked that way. And then once I'm done with design, that's roughly 1 to 2 days, I jump into my block editor. And in here, I have an MCP plugin, MCP adapter that I also hooked with my Claude. So here, as you can see, WordPress MCP. I create a custom, like I have a token there, and then I give it to Claude, and Claude is able to connect with this setup via MCP. Why is this useful? It helps you basically do tasks like update posts, and then, for example, these products that you can see here. all these products, the titles, right, the images, I simply, once I got all the images from Figma, I give it to Claude, and Claude use MCP and just populate all this and then create all these products and update prices and images and all of that just quickly. And it can do this via MCP connection right here. You can also connect it to your remote website and can do some tasks there. So then one more thing is that once I have all the products and titles, again from Claude, titles, products, and images, I need to minify and optimize images. And for this, I have a custom process image script here. This is a Node.js script that basically minifies images like really, really fast, converts them into WebP. I just run a simple command and then it minifies it, and I have clean, lightweight WebP images. So that's what I use for my imagery here. So they're already optimized and really small in size. So that helps with the speed and optimization. Then what else here? So like things like repetitive things like blog posts, for example, I simply export my blog posts from my live website as an XML file, and then again I tell Claude that go and edit it and make it fit to this niche, to this industry. For example, in this case I have an interior kitchenware decor industry. It's an e-commerce store. And it goes and it creates titles and descriptions and all of that. It edits it, the XML file, and then so that I can import it, and all the content is already here, as you can see. So all the content is optimized for this specific niche. So as you can see that there is text here about handmade ceramics and materials and all of that. So that's really helpful. So this is where AI tools are really helpful. They help you to automate these boring processes, these repetitive things. Then once I've done with a homepage, so this is this homepage I basically build from scratch. I'm not using any agents for that, but I have a plugin structure that helps me sometimes to make it faster. So I just tell what to do and it gets the images and copy and all of that. So I can get a layout, for example, and I can go and replace images and text. But I still prefer to do this manually inside the editor because I don't know, I just feel that it's faster. But once I've done with all of these sections, with all these patterns, I go copy them, and then I have another skill for that. I have a skill convert pattern that I give to, again, to my Claude, and Claude processes it and converts it into a working pattern like this one, so that I can simply paste it anywhere on any page, and then it's really cool and saves a lot of time. It's basically what it does is that translates all the strings here, then it's using dynamic images, it populates the like here, as you can see, loads images directly from your theme. So this saves a lot of time. So I was able to set up all this workflow because I have a lot of experience building this type of products, and I'm trying to automate the boring, the repetitive tasks, right? I'm not delegating design decisions to Claude or Claude or anything else, because I think that if you're not good with design and you just give these tasks to Claude or to any agents, right, you'll get some messy, concept that looks horrible, but you're not gonna able to see this because you're not a designer. And I try to work with Google Stitch, and I try different tools. I haven't tried Cloud Design yet, but I saw people using it, and for me, I'm not impressed, to be honest, because fonts are just horrible, typography is horrible, colors are horrible, everything looks the same and repetitive. So I still prefer to use my own design skill to design things, the UI part by myself. And to be honest, I think that this is actually faster because I spend on average 1 day. And if I'm just using these coding agents, I can go and keep prompting and telling to iterate and change this and change that. So I found it's just actually faster to build it myself. So here's my advice. So basically, if you have some specific skill, try to use this skill more and try to become better at this, and don't try to delegate all your decisions to agents, because sometimes that, as you can see, you'll spend more time. But in case of coding, right, in case of some repetitive design, or not design, but coding tasks, like copy this, paste here, edit some data, and then it's really doesn't make sense to do it manually. Just create a skill. Just think about it. If you repeat it multiple times over and over again, just create a skill. Just tell Claude that give me a skill that can do this, and then try to use it, and you'll see if it works well. If it doesn't work well, then just correct it a little bit, and you'll save a lot of hours. So that's it for this quick video. Just want to share this process with you guys. If you want to learn more, just let me know in the comments. I'll try to answer it. And stay tuned, and bye.